Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and I have some fresh comments from attorney John Deaton he shared just yesterday, and it begins as follows. This is on Twitter. 16 facts proving the case is dead on arrival. And attorney Jeremy Hogan, upon reading all of this, attorney Jeremy Hogan shared the following thought in response. He wrote, "This thread is just like a closing argument. It even has exhibits." Oh, you're gonna love this. The information he shared, it's just like knowing what we know, and it's like even just going through this, even if you're new to the case, like how could you possibly come to the conclusion that what the hell the SEC is arguing actually makes logical sense? It absolutely does not. So anyway, I think you're going to love the way that John Deaton lays it down. But before going any further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a legal or financial background of any kind. I'm not offering legal or financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And so in we go. 16 facts proving the case is dead on arrival. Number 1. On February 8th, 2012, Jed McCaleb and Jesse Powell received a legal opinion letter from Perkins Coie informing them if they sell XRP to investors and use the money for operational costs, XRP will likely be an investment contract, also known as a security. Well, folks, that sounds bad. They got legal advice that if they proceeded with their business plan, well, XRP, it would be a security. So slam dunk SEC, right? Not so fast, not so fast. Check this out. John Deaton continues. Number 2, after receiving the above legal opinion letter, Chris Larson and Jed McCaleb scrap the old business model and instead seek venture capital funding for their business operations. Investors will not receive XRP, but instead receive actual shares of stock in the company Ripple. And so, folks, for those of you not in the know, and I talked about this as soon as these memos broke within the last few weeks or so, however long it's been, that the initial plan, it's pretty clear. And it's not that they were trying to do anything wrong. They're just trying to find out. That's why they went to Perkins Coie, the law firm, to figure out what they could do. But their initial plan, before getting any legal advice, was literally to raise money by creating XRP, selling XRP, and then that's what you get. See, that looks a lot more like a security, wouldn't it? If that's what they actually did, but then they didn't, based on the legal advice they got. They kept XRP separate. XRP was created, then Ripple, the company, was formed. And where did Ripple actually get their funding to get off the ground and get moving? They raised money from venture capitalists unrelated to XRP. Doesn't that matter? Well, hell yeah, absolutely it matters. Number 3, Larson and McCaleb received a second opinion from Perkins Coie on October 19th, 2012. Based on the new business model, they are advised XRP is most likely not a security. The letter hints at risks related to banking secrecy laws and being labeled a money services business. Folks, think about that. They had a business idea. It seemed risky, and the law firm they hired to tell them to just lay the smack down, hey, we're going to get in trouble doing this, the answer was yes initially. So they changed their plans, not selling XRP to retail investors or to anybody in terms of so that it wouldn't look like it was stock or anything like that. They revised the plan and then went back to the same law firm and they said, under this plan, XRP is most likely not a security. Well, how about that? Number 4. In 2015, Ripple was sued by FinCEN. That's the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Consistent with risks referenced in the legal memo, FinCEN declared a subsidiary of Ripple a money service business and classified XRP as a convertible virtual currency. Ripple settled for $700,000 and agreed to register sales with FinCEN. Now, pursuant to the terms of the settlement with the DOJ, Department of Justice, and FinCEN, Ripple agreed to register sales of XRP only through FinCEN. Folks, only through FinCEN. Really grinds my gears even reading this. Anyway, John Deaton continues. The agreement forces Ripple to comply with the banking laws of the United States, not securities laws. Number 5. On June 13th, 2018, SEC lawyers write a legal memo analyzing whether XRP is a security, and it does not recommend enforcement. It's clear the SEC's own analysis did not conclude XRP was a security. One, the SEC would turn the memo over. Yeah, folks, let me just pause. If that weren't stated, because think about this. The SEC acknowledges that this June 13th, 2018 memo, which took place the day before the Ethereum free speech passed by Bill Hinman, they acknowledge it's precisely on the topic of XRP, whether or not it is a security, because it's a legal analysis. They have publicly acknowledged that is what it's about. If it said, yes, absolutely, definitively, XRP is a security, that would strengthen their case, and they would turn it over. If they're not turning it over, it's pretty damn clear that it would not be good for them. It would be good for Ripple and XRP holders. John continues. 2, they would have informed Ripple. Think about that. Of course, why would they not have? They didn't know what to do with XRP at the time, but somehow Ripple should have known all along, right? This is steaming my vegetables, folks. Number 6, the June 14th, 2018 Hinman speech. The market absolutely viewed the speech as market guidance. Attorneys Nancy Wojtas and Wendy Moore participated in the SEC meetings and described its impact the best. If your platform is slightly more decentralized than Ethereum, you're free. In the clip above, Wojtas says, if you can do just a little bit better than Ethereum, you're golden. And that's a quote. And I've talked about that clip before. Anyway, John continues. Perkins Coie lawyers helped write the Hinman speech, and Wendy Moore, a lawyer from that firm, responded to Wojtas with the comment, then why isn't Ripple? End quote. So think about that. From the same firm that they helped write the Hinman Ethereum free speech path, they did. Okay, they also helped Ripple back in the day in 2012. So what about Ripple? Why wouldn't it have been referenced? Why wouldn't XRP specifically have been cited in Billy Boy Hinman's free speech pass? Ethereum free pass speech? Blah, I said that backwards. Why would that not have happened? Well, John Deaton wrote, in parentheses, huge evidence. Number 7. Because Hinman only blessed Bitcoin and Ethereum in his speech on August 20th, 2018, Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz met with Clayton and Hinman to discuss XRP. Brad informed them Ripple is living in purgatory. And that's a quote. Ripple is living in purgatory. Over XRP, and that was over XRP's lack of clarity, as John Deaton cites. Number 8. The next month, September 2018, Garlinghouse met with Commissioner Elad Roisman. During this meeting, not only did Roisman not inform Brad that the SEC considered XRP a security, Roisman made statements that gave Garlinghouse confidence that XRP wasn't viewed as a security. Roisman's lawyer, Matthew Esterbrook, took notes during this meeting, claiming privilege. The SEC refuses to turn over these notes. And it should be noted, however, the SEC provided notes of other meetings between Garlinghouse and the SEC. The notes clearly corroborate Brad's testimony. So, folks, why are they so happy to turn over all these other notes, but then on something so consequential, Brad Garlinghouse claiming that he was told by one of 5 commissioners who voted on this that XRP he didn't believe was a security, they just happen to not want to turn over those notes, then they're claiming privilege, even though Brad Garlinghouse was at the freaking meeting? Oh, no, Brad Garlinghouse, you can't have that information, even though you're at the meeting and heard every single word, and you uttered many of those words that would be included in these notes. Oh, no, you can't see these notes, though, even though you were freaking there. Like, it's just the degree to which this is stupid as hell is hard to put in words. Number 9. The January 2019 Coinbase meeting with the SEC. Coinbase and its sophisticated securities lawyers informed the SEC they determined today's XRP not to be a security and intended to list it unless the SEC disagreed. The SEC did not, and XRP was listed on Coinbase in February 2019. And don't forget, this is over half a year after the SEC did their own legal analysis and clearly didn't come to the conclusion that XRP was a security. So, of course, given that they didn't come to the conclusion XRP is a security, logic would only follow that they wouldn't advise Coinbase to not list XRP because Even the SEC at that point in time didn't think XRP was a security. So of course they agreed with Coinbase's top-notch legal experts who came to the conclusion XRP is not a security. It wasn't until, almost 2 full years later that the SEC changed their mind and decided to sue Ripple, claiming that XRP is an unregistered security of their company. Completely offensive and ridiculous, and you would have to actually be stupid to think that this makes sense. You'd have to actually be functionally stupid, like a very genuinely low IQ individual to think that this makes sense. Or just a liar. But then you don't think it makes sense, you're just arguing it, right? Number 10. In June 2019, the SEC allowed Ripple to acquire a 9% stake of MoneyGram. Ripple filed a notice with the SEC informing it about its intended use of XRP and MoneyGram. In short, the SEC knew Ripple would transfer XRP to MoneyGram, who would then sell it to retail holders via exchanges. The SEC now claims the XRP sold by MoneyGram to retail holders via exchanges are also sales of unregistered securities. A totally absurd argument. And folks, just pause to think about this. Why would they approve that relationship? Because the SEC did approve that relationship between Ripple and MoneyGram with the specifics made known from the get-go. Why did they allow that? Because if they believed what they're claiming in the initial lawsuit against Ripple, then they allowed a relationship that they knew would harm actual investors out in the crypto space. But of course, we know they don't believe that. It's just whatever argument they need to make in the moment. Number 11, on December 4th, 2019. The Financial Stability Oversight Council's 2019 annual report is issued, which classifies XRP as a currency. Clayton, as chairman of the SEC, voted to approve the report and signed it. Isn't that crazy? Now, that's one that I actually didn't recall learning, so unless I just forgetting something, like maybe I did know that in the past and I've just forgotten. But upon reading that, I was just like, whoa, it's just another thing. So it was XRP specifically cited as a currency under Jay Clayton's watch. And then Jay Clayton signed that document? Did he read it? Or did he just have a different opinion back then? Number 12. In January 2020 and 2021, after the lawsuit was filed, Ballard Inc., a money manager business and perfect example of what a market participant believed, filed an ethics disclosure with the SEC. Ballard assured the SEC it would only trade the cryptos generally accepted by the market and by the SEC as, quote, currencies not subject to regulation by the SEC, end quote. Given that, that asshat Clayton just signed a document in which XRP was defined as a currency, it's one of many reasons it would be reasonable for Ballard to come to this conclusion. Anyway, John writes, the generally accepted currencies not regulated by the SEC are, and then XRP was included in that list. Number 14. The SEC claims all ongoing sales of XRP are securities, but didn't issue a cease and desist against co-founder McCaleb, who has made over $2.6 billion in XRP sales since the lawsuit was filed. McCaleb has made $1 billion more than the SEC seeks against Ripple. Think about this. The total between Ripple and Garlinghouse and Larson, $1.3 billion. That's the number that the SEC cited, $1.3 billion in damages. And after that claim was made, after the lawsuit was filed, Jed McCaleb made $2.6 billion in XRP sales. So what does it tell you about what the SEC really cares about? And that's not all Jed McCaleb has made from XRP sales, mind you. He was selling well before that, too. I don't know what the total number is off the top of my head, but that's since the lawsuit was filed. SEC doesn't even give a damn. So what are they doing? It's about control and power, not just money, obviously, right? Number 15. Despite the absurd claim each and every sale of XRP is illegal, the SEC failed to seek a preliminary injunction. If the SEC truly believed today's XRP is a security, would it allow Ripple to engage in ongoing sales of unregistered securities to help pay Ripple's defense? Methinks the answer is no. Just share with you my personal little moon Lambo thought of that. I'm thinking no. And finally, number 16. Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple executives like Stuart Alderoty and David Schwartz met with leaders of the SEC, including the chairman, director of corporation finance, commissioners, and others, multiple times, and were never informed XRP was a security except for a meeting just prior to the lawsuit. Just prior to it. So apparently that's when they finally figured it out. Well, if they were comfortable talking about it then just before the lawsuit, why not years sooner if you were so damn sure, you frickin' asshats? It's like an asshat factory over there. So much damn asshattery going on. And then John writes, I chose 16 facts off the top of my head to prove the SEC can't win this case, as alleged. There's a multitude of other evidence, like Christian Carlo's op-ed, including XRP is not a security. But the 16 facts standing alone should equal game over. Golf clap for Mr. Deaton, everybody. Killing it as usual, completely slaughtering it. SEC ain't got no damn chance. Not based on the facts and circumstances, no way. They've got their shake in court, and it, fair justice system here. Not a snowball's chance in hell, right? And I'm not literally saying that there's a 100% chance that Ripple's going to, bad law can occur. Bad rulings in court can occur. All of these things. I'm not in denial. I'm not pretending like there's 100% certainty, but I'm just sitting here looking at the facts and circumstances, being as ingrained in this as I have been, just in terms of following the story for over a year at this point. It's simply mind-blowing. It's absolutely simply mind-blowing. What a huge story. That's why I think more mainstream media really should be covering, but I'm thankful we have what we have. I'll go ahead and wrap up there, though. I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.